the friend's fault? You know, you have to start asking yourself this, right? I did an interview not too long ago, and they said something about why Jay, why he has this spell. I said he has this spell over people. And they couldn't pinpoint what I was saying about the spell. And I was like, this is why you see so many people hurt. This is why you see Kanye, Benny Siegel, Dame Dash, and a whole slew of them hurt. Because Jay has this spell, right? And they kept saying, what is the spell? The spell is the words. The spell that captures you. Yo, if one falls, we'll be each other's crutches. And we all love, we lie familiar, we family. And this is the spell to take you off of what you should be doing for you in your business when it's your turn. So you be so focused on, oh, Jay, I'm gonna help. You be so much inclined to help that when it's your turn, you don't get the reciprocation. And that's where you feel hurt at. Because he's not gonna do what you did for him, he's not gonna do for you. And that is the ultimate betrayal for me. Because you don't find out till you in your darkest time or in your worst time that someone is not going to do what you do for them. You get what I'm saying? So the answer to the question is like, is it karma? I wouldn't say that's karma for those guys. Those guys were supposed to look out for their own careers. Those guys were supposed to be looking out when Jay terminated me and seen what Jay was doing to me. They were supposed to take heed to that because they knew I was day one. They knew what I sacrificed for that. So when they saw that, they were supposed to automatically go, hey, wait a minute. If he gonna do that, you know what I'm saying? If he do that to him, he ain't gonna really give a shit about me. So that's why I look at Dame Dash and all of them. They look like the old me. Complaining and this, that, well, you know what I'm saying? You're just wasting time. So is this his karma? Is this, if it's true, is that his karma, or is just, I wouldn't say that this would be his karma. I would say this is something way bigger than karma. Who are you to say, this is what you get for turning your back on them? Like, the only thing you're going to get is the same thing that you gave people. Because everybody's going to turn their back on you because nobody wants to be affiliated with that. So everything that they going through that I see that I went through already. I know what it feel like. I know he wished probably I was, if this is all true, he probably wish I was there. You know what I'm saying? It's hard when you got yes men around you, you all alone. When you're in these positions, you all alone. What you gonna get from a yes man? What you gonna get from those guys that been around you that didn't say nothing that got you in this the first time, that got you in this anyway, that didn't check you for that anyway? Only thing they could just co-sign is you hanging up. Like, yo, you just think I should just hang up? Yeah, do that. But this is not a good situation for nobody. With my opinion, whether it's true with him, Puff, I don't know. Them guys are not a part of us anymore. You know what I'm saying? And, shout out to Jaguar. I love her. That's my sis, man. She set this for me. She set the track. She set the how you say, the trail for me to success. And I love her for that. You know what I'm saying? Because not too many people even wanted to touch what I was talking about or the whole 20 years. So shout out to Jaguar. And people say, well, why you feel so different about Jay? And Jaguar saying this, listen. Jaguar saw something. She saw it. If she saw it, she saw it. You know what I'm saying? Do I agree with her and say, yo, I agree? I didn't see it. But not only Jaguar see it, it's a whole bunch of slew of people and the celebrities that have seen it. So who am I to say that that's not true? Who am I to say that? Oh, they just talking crazy. But so far, everything she said has been valid. You know what I'm saying? But you still have us that be like, I want to see it. I don't care how much I love a person or care about a person, but if you saw them, you come home and tell me you saw a UFO, I love you to death, but I ain't see it. You understand? I ain't see it. You know what I'm saying? That don't knock me. That's not gonna knock me totally. He's crazy. I'm not gonna mess with him. Nah, you saw it.
Jaguar is watching, and she's in the chat right now. And he changed big time after you. Jaguar just said.
She just said that. Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I can believe that them people who are outside, you know, those are different people. And if that's true, and that's what's going on, they deserve to get caught. They deserve to be penalized. And I don't speak on Puff because I don't like him. You know, as far as I'm concerned, you know, I've been through what he going through. I've been to 3 bail hearings. I got denied. Yeah, I know what that's like. So one thing I do know with the feds, they saw something. You have to show the judge something. You understand? Because that's what they said about me when I was in there. They kept saying, like, listen, this is my 3rd bail hearing. And they kept asking, what more do you have for me to keep him locked up? What more do you have? I need to see something. They was never able to produce anything. So I know in Puffy's case, how they deny him bail, that means the judge saw something. You understand? So he's in there. And I don't like him because he beat my man for some money. He beat Source Money out a couple of $1 million. And that's why I don't like him. And I ain't like the fact that, and this is the thing that break your camaraderie. This is the thing that this is loyalty and honor to your own. The fact that Jay let Puff do that to Source Money, I had a problem with. Because once somebody see that you have a break in your chain, in your camaraderie, in your camp, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna infiltrate everything. They're gonna see, oh, yo, he don't really care about him. That was something that Jay should have corrected from the door and said, yo, look, Puff, nah, you owe my man Source Money. We can't be laughing and kiki-hiding around until you pay my man. But them guys don't work under loyalty and honor no more. I don't know who these guys are. This is why I'm not a part of that. Because stuff like that would have never happened on my watch.
A lot of people are asking about your thoughts on Jay denying being friends with Diddy now, saying he just bumped into him at a few events.
That's what happens when you pay high-class lawyers to do your work for you. You understand? That's what you're gonna get. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure. I'm not. Did he not go to Jay and say, yo, this is what I'm gonna say? So Jay could be like, oh no, you can't say that. Or do you just let them, because you pay them all this money, you just put your life? See, that's another thing. You put your life in these lawyers' hands with all this money and you don't really understand it. See, me, I had to dig into that law library book. I had to dig into my paperwork because I don't have those finances. I had to realize that they ain't have nothing on me. You understand? So I have to do it myself. So this is a clear point of what you guys get all this money for, and they just let these guys control their life. Because it's clear to say that we all human. And where I come from, those kind of accusations, right? I don't care who your lawyer is. Certain people, you're not going to be able to shut up. You understand what I'm saying? They had to put a gag order on Donald Trump. He even said that, man, I ain't touched this chick. You understand? You know what I'm saying? So why wouldn't you come out? That's what people want to see. People want to look in your eyes, bro. People want to see it because we can see it when we can see guilt on certain people, bro. You understand? I don't need no $25 million lawyer to tell you, yo, bro, I don't mess with minors. Period. But that's how that looks when I see that stuff go on. Like they just don't know no better. And that's what I mean about having yes men around you and your team. Because somebody, if I was around, his lawyer would have never said nothing like that. I'd have told
A lot
him,
of people,
yeah.
a lot of people are asking if you think he switched sides. He got in some kind of trouble with the cops, and he became an informant, perhaps.
Hey, listen, that's the only, like, you got informant friends. It took a rocket scientist to figure out, hey, Desiree Perez just got pardoned couple of years ago. So what was she doing all this time? You know what I'm saying? It don't take a rocket scientist with some of this stuff that's just common sense. And this is who you rolling around with? And don't get me wrong, who wouldn't want them on your side? You understand? Especially if you ain't got the tail and you ain't got the great your loyalty. But who wouldn't want them on your side? If she been around federal agents for over 20-something years, you think she don't have retired friends that have favors? Why you think they all go to him when they get in trouble? Because I have the resources, I have the contacts over here. Who says that a government company can't own a company? Who says the government can't own Rock Nation and run it? Who said when you sign a new artist and they say, here, this is going to be your manager, this is going to be your tour guide, and those guys ain't informants and plants. You're not dealing with the state no more. This is top of the line. This is the NBA. They send these guys to school to infiltrate us, which it don't even take much. Nowadays, you give them a chain and some ice, they will get all the way in there. And now they show the salary of what they get. Come on, man. Game over.
Mimi wants to know whether Jay was ever locked up as a young man.
Never. Never.
Mm-hmm.
Never. And I could count on one hand probably how many fights he had. And I'm missing 2 fingers.
And Gloria is asking, would you ever go to visit Jay in jail if he were to get locked up and show him what a friend is all about?
Certainly will. Certainly will. Yeah, I can see me doing that. I can see me doing that. I don't know if he accept my visit, but I can see that. Because it's just not me. I wouldn't want to see my worst enemy under those circumstances, man. And regardless on how he left me and what I went through. And like I tell you, you read my story, I was homeless. And I still wouldn't want to see that on nobody. That hurt my character. That's what's got, because he has these charges, has heightened my story. You think I wanted my story to be seen through this lens? You know what I'm saying? It's not good. It's not good. And for me to know that he has nobody really around him, yeah, I definitely, if he was to go to jail and need somebody to talk to and need some advice, yeah, I could see that.
So we had a young man called Raimir on a couple of weeks ago, and he's saying that Jay-Z's his dad, and he seems very legit, really, really authentic guy. Did you ever hear anything about Raimir?
From what I heard, and what I saw and read, the dates, it didn't generate it with me. I can't sit here and say that this man is lying or whatever. I'm not going to say that. But the dates of how Jay was moving in the late 80s, I would have never seen him going to Philly by himself or with anyone else without me knowing. I mean, we was too tight at those years of that happening. Now, I ain't saying it who knows? Was I aware of Jay every move and this and that? But it's just the year doesn't add up how Jay was moving. If it was more of a story like, yo, you know, he met his mom in New York and this happened in New York or this happened in Trenton or whatever, you know, where I can identify some of those places. But I don't think Jay would have ever made a move to Philly and associated with some women that I don't, you know, I just wasn't around. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, I said I don't know. It can be. That could have been some chick he slid in or whatever. I don't know. It just could have been. Excuse my language. I heard that she's not around.